Guys, here's the battle, so yeah, let's light this shit. Okay, so pretty much, I lead with my Substrika, and I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch right away to potentially break a Sash, but he sends in a Superior, and you know, I do a decent amount with the Volt Switch for it being a resisted hit, so I just go out to my Tauros because I can hit this thing with a Rock Climb, except I'm gonna predict the Regirock to come in, so I go for an Earthquake, and it doesn't do too much just because Regirock is that bulky. And I figure I can keep going for a few more Earthquakes, and yeah, I'm gonna go for another Earthquake. Does a little bit more this time, not max damage there, and if I get another max damage Earthquake, it should take him out. But here I predict the Superior switch in, and I go for the Rock Climb, and I even miss. Wouldn't have done much anyways, but whatever. So he goes for a Drain Punch, now he's at a lot of health again. So pretty much, I'm just gonna go for an Earthquake, not do anything. Well, you know, I bring him back down to where he was before, and he goes for a Thunder Wave, which is like whatever. Well, you know, maybe I could have taken him out, but oh well, what can you do? Anyways, now I bring in Altaria, predicting the Drain Punch, and he does go for it. Does absolutely nothing, and I go for a Toxic here, just because I know I can take a Rock Slide because I am bulky Altaria. So I go for the Toxic, and he ends up going for the Rock Slide. It's not going to take me out, and I know I can just Roost next turn, and yeah. So I'm gonna go for the Roost this turn because after the Roost, a Rock Slide won't be doing anything. And he goes for a Thunder Wave though, which is fine. It's fine. Because I do have natural cure on my Altaria. But what I should have done here is I should have sent in my Tauros as fodder. But for some reason, I leave it in to try to go for another Roost, and you know, he's pretty much gonna just die here to a Rock Slide because you know, I also don't know why I stayed in. I should have switched out. I don't know. I just made some really dumb plays. But whatever. Anyways, now I bring in my Tauros as fodder just because I know a Drain Punch, you know, won't give him enough HP to survive the poison damage. So really, it's fine. And yeah, so he's going to die to Toxic. But sadly, I lose two of my Pokemon, one of my Sweepers and a check to the Kadabra. But oh well. So I bring in my Substrika because I'm pretty sure a Timid Substrika. No, I switch out because I wasn't sure if a Timid Substrika outspeeds a Scarfed Emboar because I thought he was Scarfed. But I see the leftovers right here, so I know he's not Scarfed, and that Flare Blitz does nothing to my Miltank because it is bulky and it has thick fat. So I go for a Toxic. He keeps Flare Blitzing. I really don't know why. I guess predicting my switch. But really, I really don't have any point to switch just because Miltank can take superpowers, so it's fine. So he goes for another Flare Blitz. I go for a Toxic, predicting a switch, and I still don't know why he's Flare Blitzing because as you're about to see here, he ends up having the superpower. So I go for Milk Drink here, and because our Miltank is so bulky, it is going to take that pretty easily. So I do outspeed, so I can just go for another Milk Drink, which is what I do here, because you know, no, I go for a Toxic, knowing that after the attack drop, I can live a superpower, and I was kind of thinking he'd switch, but he just goes for the rest. So I'm guessing he might be maybe a bulky Emboar, I'm not really sure. So I go for the Body Slam on the Skuntank, and he has a Lumberry, that's fine. I can go for another one, and it's doing a pretty decent chunk. So I go for another Body Slam, and I get the Paralysis again, which is like, whatever. Poison Jab does absolutely nothing. So, yeah, things are looking good. So I'm just going to keep Body Slamming just because I don't really have much else to do. And yeah, so he goes for another Poison Jab. I'm going to keep taking these Poison Jabs extremely well. He goes for Sucker Punch, and as I just go for the, I can't talk right now, as I go for the Milk Drink. And yeah, so he keeps Sucker Punching, and it's still doing absolutely nothing. I just take him out with a Body Slam. So things are looking pretty good, because it's 4-4 right now, and my Miltank is still alive. But he sends in the biggest threat to my team, which is this Kadabra. This Kadabra is just a humongous threat. So he goes for Psychic, and for a resisted hit, that still does a very good amount. So I think I go for the U-turn here to try to take out the Kadabra, or at least bring it down to its Sash. But he brings in Samurai as I just go into my Substrika, and I think I predict the Superior switch in here, so I go for the Overheat. But I guess he predicts that and goes into his Emboar. So now, you know, I can't stay in here because I'm choice locked into the Overheat, so I switch out of my Mesprit, just because I know a Psychic should maybe be a 2-hit KO. So I go for no, he goes for a Sleep Talk, so I'm guessing he's probably maybe bulky. I really don't know. I mean, Rest Talk or Emboar, I've never seen that before. But oh well, I go for a Psychic, and after the leftovers, it doesn't seem like a KO. Wait, no, he doesn't have leftovers. That's weird. I thought he had leftovers. But whatever. I go for a no. He does have leftovers. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it was a Asoft glitch or something. But whatever. I go for Psychic, and I take him out. And yeah. So sadly, my Mesprit does get burned. But that's fine. It's pretty much dead anyway. So it brings in Kadabra. and he goes for Psychic. Now I know if this thing has a sash and I go for the Thunderbolt and I don't take it out and it kills off Substrika, then pretty much I lose the game. So I go for a Volt Switch here to try to break the sash if he has it, and he just goes into Superior to take the Volt Switch. But now that I think about it, just the way he was playing it, it was probably Life Orb, but oh well. So anyways, now brings in Superior, goes for Giga Drain, doesn't do too much, and I go for a Stone Edge, just because, you know, yeah, I predicted the Kadabra switch in bit. I get a crit, don't really think it mattered too much, just because another Giga Drain wouldn't have KO'd, and I could have possibly KO'd him with a close combat. So I bring in my Miltank here as fodder, as he brings in the biggest threat to my team, which is this Kadabra, and he's going to go for Psychic, take out my Miltank, I bring in my Substrika, I go for the Volt Switch to potentially break a sash, because I didn't want to take any chances of possibly losing. So I bring in my Stock as fodder, he goes for Psychic, takes me out, and really I should just be able to send Substrika to take this thing out with a Thunderbolt. So I go for a Thunderbolt, and yeah, thing's going to die, and he's going to bring in his last, which is his Samurott, and I'm really hoping he doesn't have the Aqua Jet, and he goes for the Aqua Jet. I'm like, no, can I live? And I live, I do, yes I do, and I take him out with a Thunderbolt. I guess he got maybe minimum damage, which is very unfortunate for him, but oh well, what can you do? Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna win with a sliver of HP, 1% HP. I think that was like 1 HP. I live with 1 HP. Yes, that is the definition of a narrow 1-0. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed the battle. If you did, feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, peace out, see y'all later.